A lot of ground will be covered in this episode. It appears great for XRP. The Bitcoin chart also seems to be in good condition. It's trying to come out here. Let's see what the future holds. We'll talk about how Trump has affected MicroStrategy, their activities, and their strategy to boost the value of Bitcoin. We will look at potential XRP ETFs as the SEC is starting to investigate them. There are a lot of people in our field. As of right moment, the SEC has recognized around 4 of them and is reviewing them. I guarantee that the other XRP ETFs will be approved as soon as the first one is. I predict that all of these will have at least 6 active ETFs for XRP by the second quarter of 2025. Let's skip ahead to the main topic. Let's begin. Bitcoin is currently trading at $97,479, with a predicted closing price of $22,743. Right now, it has increased by 0.6% from the previous day. It currently stands at 0.86%. After your incredible $275 climb, the breakthrough resistance of 282, and both USDT and USDC remaining below the dollar pegs, XRP has risen by more over 3.5%, closing at $2.70. Whereas since this morning, the total market value of cryptocurrencies has increased. MicroStrategy estimates that they will sell $2 billion, reaching $3.02 trillion. More Bitcoin will be bought with $2 billion worth of stocks. This means that the business will sell $2 billion worth of these assets and use the proceeds to buy more Bitcoin. According to Michael Saylor, his business hasn't bought any Bitcoin in the last week. He's suffering from FOMO. Apart from his detail, everything else seems to fit within his usual procurement method, further disrupting his purchasing pattern. MicroStrategy has been buying Bitcoin since company recently rebranded as Strategy. It is currently one of the world's largest Bitcoin holders. This month, the company's 12-week streak of continuous purchases came to a stop, but it soon restarted. Vendor today and knew that the company had once again delayed his purchase, but it wasn't for long. This could be the cue to move forward. The giga price may reach $120,000, marking the start of the 2025 bull run, and Bitcoin may eventually break out and surpass $108,000 at this point. As mentioned last week, the strategy did not sell any shares of Class Accommodate stock through its in-market equity offering program, nor did it purchase any Bitcoin as of February 17th. Saylor is probably sitting there itching his arm, because the average price of a Bitcoin is close to $65,000. Someone is scratching his neck. I suppose I'm feeling FOMO. Is willing to hike prices again and wants to invest. Look at it. Select the seller who will purchase Bitcoin. It's not the top. He is aware of that. Recognizes that the peak is not yet in and that the markets are still moving much further. The price of Bitcoin is currently reaching the 4-hour mark, according to the chart. I mean, it's not so horrible anymore, is it? Where do we think a Bitcoin breakthrough will take place? There will be 98,000 supporters of Bitcoin. Must increase above 98K. When we look at the 4 hours here, I do believe that this will happen. We look at the moving averages of 50 and 821. It is optimistic. 8 above the green and above the 21 purple. In addition to the 2 closes mentioned above, we have more. We have 5 closes above the 50 exponentiating average, which we are above. Indicates that the short, medium, and long-term outlook for Bitcoin is incredibly optimistic. This is a severe warning, so please spread the word. Check out this. P's crypto agenda is going to transform everything. Currently all in on cryptocurrency. This isn't your normal bull run, iron. We are seeing firsthand how the market is completely changing. The fact that Trump has taken over and is leading the U.S. in the crypto race is not well recognized. On the 4th day of his tenure, keep cryptocurrency in the forefront. He was signing new agendas, regulations, and policies to promote Bitcoin in the U.S. when he came out. We are living through the resurgence of American finance. AU.S. Why is Trump to blame for all of this, especially the crackdown and despotism we have been seeing on remote ramps for foreign currency. Finally coming to an end, they will let cryptocurrency thrive in America. TU.S is quite optimistic. They are buying these assets for a purpose, and it is possible to keep a careful eye on the smart money's whereabouts, activities, and transactions using Chainlink, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Are these the ones we should stack up against if the big money is buying it? That doesn't imply that we shouldn't buy. I don't care if you hate Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana. These assets are receiving billions and maybe trillions of dollars in investment. While remaining on the ground floor, they have to go inside. I don't want to wait till these incidents occur frequently. And it would be too late then. To ensure that these opportunities are not abused, we must move swiftly. Many people are still afraid and reluctant to go into the markets because they are afraid of what might happen if it declines. If it does so momentarily, who cares? Watch the numbers 3, 6, 9, and nets out in the direction of the sales. This market is expanding. I don't care about the market, but it's another 5% from here or from here. It doesn't matter because I'm me here. As everyone shouts for the XRP charts to drop, zoom out and observe XRP. It's awful. We're crashing, people. 400% or more. 3 months of progress are represented by November and Thanksgiving. Huge and enormous. Higher will rise significantly. Because it was a shitcoin, Bitcoin, XRP was stuck and hovering at 50 cents, 0, and 60 cents. People were scared to buy. We wanted it to erupt because it was going to accomplish anything. We want to obtain these things that are supported by these enormous institutions and have a real reality. Institutional funds will be flowing into players who have ETFs on the horizon. Look awful while they're still slow and low, and use caution. I am aware that they will promote this as being distinct from investing in a terrible coin or a recently released cryptocurrency. Not every real world has a nice white paper. White has no meaning. Thoughts on a piece of ripped paper have demonstrated that the XRP ledger is real. After its Chainlink appeared, Bitcoin demonstrated itself as a store of wealth and institutional funds. They collaborate with real-time price oracles that are quick to deliver information. The Ripple partner Chainlink is the cause of the Chainlink. I would have gone elsewhere to find out who Chainlink is working with Swift if the Ripple Chainlink hadn't partnered with the Chainlink startup they are. The largest banking group in the world. There is a reason for all of this. You should seize the chance to DJ while these costs are still the same. Send this out if you're not following him. Make him. You follow them forward and backward. The SEC XRP ETF then reviews the XRP ETF, looking at several filings and the way the ETF handles ETFs at first. Tree of Wisdom Innis releases 21 shares. Because of BlackRock's infidelity, you want them to have the business. There is only one file song and nothing else. The secretary shall formally acknowledge receipt of the file including the previous year's information. Is it accurate to say that the SEC did not acknowledge all of these details notwithstanding their submission? Consequently, a file is useless unless the secretary approves of it. This means that they have 240 days until the acknowledgement happens, and the timer has started. A request for approval could be denied. Justify if so. If not, the countdown starts. I'm no longer SA. I regret